Hello, my friends. Thank you again so much for showing up. Today I want to tell you why you suck at learning. If you suck at learning, you can't learn. And if you can't learn, you're going to be pretty dumb. Am I wrong? But how do I know you suck at learning? Let me explain this to you. Day to day, what you learn is stored in the hippocampus, a region of your brain which deals with memory and day-to-day learning. And it is relatively small compared to other regions of your brain. When the hippocampus gets full, it is no longer able to learn anything else. And rather, things you learned throughout the day will be forgotten to try to fit new information in that your brain's picking up on. Now imagine you spend your day learning at school, right? Learning, depending on how much you focus on actually what's being taught. Or you spend your day learning anything else like reading a book or doing something. And then afterwards, you spend a good majority of your time scrolling on TikTok, watching a bunch of pointless shit, completely overloading your hippocampus with information. Quite frankly, in this situation, all the valuable things you are trying to learn have the chance to be forgotten, and they often will, because your brain's trying to take all this other information that you throw at it and it's prioritizing that over what you spend your time learning during earlier in the day. No wonder why you suck terribly at learning and fail at school. The other very important part of this learning and memory process takes place when you sleep. When you sleep and are in non-REM sleep, aka deep sleep, this information that's stored in your hippocampus gets transferred to the neocortex, which in comparison has a far larger capacity than your hippocampus and is nearly infinite in storage. And so when you get good sleep, whatever you spent the entire day learning gets transferred from this USB thumb drive, more so part of your brain, to a big, large hard drive, which is a good analogy to think of it as. In the sleep as well, when this transferring process occurs, this information, like I said, is stored in the neocortex. It is also reviewed though and consolidated, getting rid of overlapping information and making it more dense. Good, consistent 8 hours of sleep will completely empty the contents of your hippocampus to your neocortex. But what happens when you don't get 8 hours of good sleep after a long day of learning? The hippocampus is unable to completely transfer all the data that's stored in it to the neocortex, the larger part of your brain. The less sleep you get, the fuller your hippocampus will remain the next day, and thus the less you'll simply be able to learn, and the more of that learning you'll forget. So couple the fact that you spend hours scrolling on your phone late into the night, sacrificing your sleep for this pleasure and this dopamine, which also contributes to the inability to sleep and makes it harder to fall into good quality sleep. Consider all that going on, and it's a no-brainer as to why you struggle to learn. First of all, as you can infer and as I mentioned, your hippocampus from the day is full of random shit from scrolling and not anything important you learned that it might have forgotten. And plus, you are not getting good long sleep, so your hippocampus is not at its maximum capacity for the day. So you just can't learn as well. So you'll struggle in school. So you will struggle to grow more intelligent, to become wiser. If that's not something you want to struggle with, then I advise you heavily to try to reduce the amount of time you spend putting random information into your hippocampus and try to increase the amount of time you spend getting good quality sleep. If you do those two things day in and day out, you will no longer struggle with learning. You'll be able to learn so easily. Everything in school that you're taught, you will remember. Come test day, It'll be in your neocortex. You'll have access to it. You will not forget. You'll be able to go through all your tests with flying colors, and all the information you try to learn throughout self-improvement, watching informational and educational videos, and reading books. All that valuable information will be retained. But first, what you must do is put in a little bit of hard work and consistency, my friend. The hard work that is avoiding scrolling on your phone, which it's hard to stay away from, as well as the fact that it's hard to get yourself to go to bed on time when you'd rather just stay up absorbing dopamine. But as you now know, it's best to not do those things. I hope you use this knowledge to better your life, so that way you can grow faster than everyone else, so that way you can learn and become more intelligent faster than everyone else. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate your time, and I appreciate the opportunity I have to share with you what I know to help you out. In return, I just ask that you like, turn on your notifications for this channel, and comment down below any questions, anything you thought during this video, any feedback. I would really appreciate it. And also, share this with someone you want to help. Share this with your close friend who's on a similar journey as you. Or share this with a friend you want to be on this similar journey with you, so that way you can both grow. That's all I have for today. Thank you.